carried this Kershaw Leek for probably close to 2 years, maybe 3, but at least 2. And I just thought I would give you guys an idea. I know Kershaw has another one out, and the model slips my mind right now, but this Kershaw, the Leek especially, wow, I've been more than happy with. One reason that I really liked it and wanted to get it was because of this tip. It's a very fine tip. I think it's possibly chipped just a tiny bit since I got it, which I'm sure was my own fault because I pretty much abused this knife. But it was so nice. I work with a lot of metal, and I farm, so I work with metal and wood and everything in the process of repairing stuff, and I really just wanted that tip on there, mainly because of splinters. It worked great to get out splinters, and it still does. I use it all the time for digging out splinters and things in my hands when I have to, or scraping dirt out of a cut. Oh yeah, I've done that. So, but I loved that tip, and then with the Kershaw calls it a speed safe design. I'm not sure how well it'll show up, but it says Kershaw speed safe right there. This assisted opening to me is great. I just went through, and I just not 10 minutes ago took this whole knife apart and took the torsion bar out of it and cleaned everything and cleaned all of the grease and stuff that Kershaw had put in there out. It was absolutely filthy. I carry it every day in my pocket all day through 2 part-time jobs, and one of which is farming. So I carry it and use it non-stop, so it was pretty well packed with pocket lint and dirt, and a lot of it even felt like metal shavings from some grinding that I had done. You know, it all down in there, and in that there's a cavity in this side the torsion bar goes in, and in that cavity they had packed it with grease so that it would work smoothly, and it was just black. So I cleaned all that out. I used another knife and I scraped it all out with a towel and got it just as clean as I possibly could. And I put some grease in it. I think I used Militech that I like on firearms. Put some Militech in there and scrubbed everything as best I could and put it back together. When I had it apart, I noticed that on the back side of the pocket clip and underneath the back, the spacer there, on both sides there's a little bit of discoloration. It's red. I would assume it's some rust, but I don't know. I don't really know when it's been wet, but I mean, I've soaked my clothes in sweat and probably been soaked with a garden hose from the kids even, so it's not that this knife's babied at all under any circumstances. I've used and abused it, but it's been absolutely great for me. Done everything I wanted. I would highly recommend. And one thing is with this tip, since it's so fine, that you cannot use it as a pry bar or a screwdriver. You know, it can't be abused like we all have a habit of doing. One way that I've actually been able to keep this so nice is because I also carry a Leatherman with me at all times. So if I need a pair of pliers or something to pry with, I have the screwdriver bar on there that works just as well or better, and I'm able to keep this. However, I don't use the knife on my Leatherman. It's still as sharp as it was the day I got it. I've carried it for approximately 2 years as well. Got these around the same time, and I've probably used the knife on my Leatherman 3 or 4 times, and I do that on purpose. I want it to stay as sharp as possible. Whereas this one, I abuse it, and I just sharpen it. Rarely, I just did. I just picked this up. I'll see what I figure out on that, how well I like it. But so far, this knife has been fantastic, and I would highly recommend anybody who wants it. So, thanks a lot, and I'll keep you up to date.